From the beginning, I always felt inadequate. I still feel inadequate. I feel like everything's inadequate, but who else is going to go? Who else is going to do it? I don't think there's ever a time where I would say, okay, now I don't feel inadequate, now I feel I'm ready. There just doesn't... Basically, if we don't go, then nothing will ever happen. My name's Tim Titchener, and this is my wife Hannah, and we're from Dusseldorf in Germany. We originally from London, or we were in the church in London, and we moved here 3 years ago.
I grew up in New Zealand in the church life, and when I was a teenager I got a burden for Europe, so I studied European languages.
I grew up in the church in London, in England. Kind of during my teenage years, and I was at university in London.
When I was in university, my parents migrated from New Zealand to London.
Then was in the training and started serving.
Then I ended up going to the training in London as well. So I moved there in 2002. That was my first country move. In 2005 I graduated from the training, and Tim and I got married a year later.
Through the fellowship we came to Dusseldorf with a group of 6 others. So we moved to Dusseldorf, which was a city, it's a large city, but half a million. It's in a very populous area. There's about 10 million people in the region. And the burden was that the church life would begin. So we would be a team, we would live next to the university, we would be on the campus, we would be in the community, and we'd be here for the meetings to start. Well, my concept before moving is that to be in a big place is very secure, it's very safe. There's always an older brother, there's always some older saints you can run to. There's the eldership. You're under this umbrella and this covering of all the saints. And when you move to a place like this, pretty much everything lands on your shoulders, and you have to make decisions. And there's situations and there's meetings to go to, and you don't feel like going to the meeting. And so my consideration was being small like that is very difficult. Big is easy, small is very difficult. If we remain in the flow, if we remain in the enjoyment, actually being small is a tremendous opportunity to develop our function. And it's a tremendous opportunity to learn to know the Lord in a way that we don't get when we're in a bigger locality. We just have to be very aggressive to remain to be in the meetings and to have a personal time with the Lord and to be a revived person. There are times when you think, I really don't see how we're going to make it. You think, this is just... Sometimes I think this is a little bit crazy. Actually, the supply is there, and then it becomes something that's really done out of faith. Then I think my experience has been you realise actually the one who is here and the one who is taking care of everything is not us. The Lord is taking care of everything.
We didn't have any internet, we didn't have any telephones, and the flats that you get in Germany are not very furnished. We didn't have a kitchen, we didn't have light fittings, we didn't have curtains, we didn't have anything. And we didn't know where the shops were to buy them because we had no internet. So we only had one car between 8 of us. So we really... I have very sweet memories of those first few months when we first moved here, because we really depended on one another. And every day we met together, we had time to pray in the morning, to get into the Word together, and then we just had to take care of so many practical things. We had to learn how to live in this country, in this city, where things were. We had to help one another move house several times, build kitchens, hang curtains, everything like this. And I think we spent a lot of time together, just the team, when we first moved here, and I think that was really a sweet beginning in the city.
If I were to consider migrating, or if that would, I think my first reaction would be, I'm not qualified. I'm too young. I haven't got enough experience. I'm inadequate. I don't know the truth well enough. I'm 25 years younger than the saints I've got to shepherd. I've never done this before. It's all true, but that's not the point. If the Lord's leading is to migrate, we just have to go. The point is, the Lord needs someone to go and make mistakes. It's fine. He just needs us to be there. And then when we till the ground, then He sends the rain. He sends the rain don't really feel that qualified to be here at all. But there's two things that are more important than that. And one is that it's the Lord's leading and the Lord's arrangement for us to be here. And secondly, it's actually the Lord who does everything anyway. He doesn't really need our good ideas that much.
The brother says we're not afraid of making mistakes, but we're only afraid of losing the Lord's blessing. So, yeah, we just want to be under His blessing more than getting it right.